Hello once again. My name is Art. I'm here to do a video. This video is a media based video, of course. A lot of my stuff is media based. It's some kind of entertainment. Lately, of course. Don't really want to talk too much serious stuff right now. I'm on vacation. I just want to have a good time. I can talk serious stuff later. I got some good stories. Well, not very good stories, just stories. Okay. But I want to talk about this DVD. It's called The American Dream, The Dusty Rhodes Story. Now, the funny thing is, this is the DVD. I was looking for this DVD for a while. It looks just like a book. It looks like a book, so it's kind of cool. You open it up. I got it for less than $10. It's old, so you open it up this way and that way, and 3 discs full of matches and interviews, or what they call promos. Dusty Rhodes was a man from Texas. Grew up, of course, grew up in the South, Texas. Well, I guess you call it West, whatever. I don't know. He is one of the most. He's one of the most legends of professional wrestling. So legendary, his 2 sons, Dustin and Cody, are running their own show on AEW right now. And I love this disc. This disc is awesome. I started off on Saturday, and I finally finished it Saturday. I watched all of it. The first disc, Sunday, I watched the second disc, and today, after I got done with my running around, doctors and all this other stuff, I saw the 3rd disc. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. If you're a professional wrestling fan and you want to see some good old school stuff, I mean, a lot of you like my mom and them, they like the new stuff. My mom's husband, he don't mind this old stuff. I kind of like the old stuff better because it's a little bit more realistic. But this thing is chock full of stuff. The first disc is basically his story, from the time he was born to the time of this recording of this. Of course, he died, a couple of years ago. Some of the matches, he was one of the National Wrestling Alliance before he came, WCW or WWE. Gotta put my glasses on so I can read this stuff. Sucks getting older. Like for example, one of the matches was kind of cool. Let's see, what was it? Dusty Rhodes versus Pac Sung, which is kind of funny. I didn't know a Korean guy was wrestling in America back then, so I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. Dusty Rhodes versus Terry Funk. Terry Funk is one of the Funk brothers, very classic wrestlers. Dusty Rhodes versus Harley Race, and of course, superstar Billy Graham, one of my favorite ones from the back in the days. The funny thing is that Hogan kind of copied him. It's kind of weird like that. That's the first one. It's kind of cool. The second disc, the Texas Bull Road versus him and superstar Billy Graham, which is a really awesome disc to watch. The championship when he beat Harley Race. The World Championship when he beat Tully Blanchard, which is who he was part of before he became part of the 4 Horsemen. The Great American Bash, Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair, which is an awesome match. Oh, by the way, the last time I did a wrestling DVD, someone said that I didn't talk about the matches. Well, because of the fact that the DVD was pretty much matches, I couldn't really think of any match to actually worry about. And plus, I found the other match. I found that this it was good, but sometimes it was kind of boring in a little way. So I was like, oh, whatever. But anyway, Dusty Rhodes and Sting versus the Road Warriors. It's kind of cool. And the funny thing is, one of his famous promos, he says, "I wined and dined with kings and queens. I slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans." The funny thing was, he says, "I'm 6 foot, 280 pounds of blue-eyed soul." And the weird thing about it, one thing that made Dusty Rhodes very, very famous is that he talked like regular people. He talked like a regular person, and a lot of times is that they kind of try to say he kind of talked like he was a black man in a way. Then again, I really didn't. I never really thought of that, but then again, I had to remember how some people talk in the '60s and the '70s and the '80s. I was like, yeah, kind of close. The third series when he turned to WWE was wearing the polka dots with Sapphire, fighting the $1 Million Man. Macho Man, Randy Savage, which is another one of my classic matches that I love, and wrestlers I love. And then him and Dustin Rhodes, his son, fighting against $1 Million Man and Virgil, which is kind of cool as well. And the funny thing is that one of the cool things was that at WrestleMania 23, it was held in Detroit. Me and my friend went to WrestleMania 23 in Detroit. We did. And we had also scored tickets to the Hall of Fame that night. And Dusty Rhodes was one of the people that got inducted. Jim Ross. I can only remember Jim Ross, The King, Jerry Lawler, and Dusty Rhodes. And the funny thing is, he cut a promo so tough. I mean, he added Detroit in the promo. And everybody was feeling it. Everybody was feeling it. It was just amazing. And the funny thing, unfortunately, he passed away within the last couple of years. I can't remember when. What was it, 2018 maybe, or 17 or 16 or something like that? I can't remember. But the thing is that this guy had a legacy. Freaking legacy. I mean, there's so much I could talk about in this, and I can't remember what to talk about because it's so much. And so what happened when they packed this DVD, they really did it justice. So, I got it for less than $10, so that's great. 10 years ago when this came out when? 2006? No. Oh yeah, it was 2006 because this came out before his induction. Because 2007 is when the WrestleMania came out. So in 2006, they really did this thing justice. So think about this. In 2006, this would have cost you like $30 to $35. I got it for less than 10, so that's cool. Another one is going to go into my library. So if you're a good wrestling fan, and you want to see some old school style matches, this is the disc. This is one of the discs for you. This one disc I recommend. You want to hear his interviews? I recommend this 100%. And with that, this is an awesome disc. I love it. So with that, hey, that's great. So, if you like the stuff I'm talking about, if you like me diving into DVDs and stuff like that, let me know down below. I mean, tell you the truth, sometimes comic books I love talking about comic books, but sometimes it gets kind of boring. I kind of don't want to talk about them too much all the time. And right now I don't feel like buying any mystery boxes right now. I really don't feel like, because I bought a lot of them over the past couple months. There is a new comic book haul that I'm going to do, but this one's very special, so it's going to come out this week, definitely. And I think a lot of you will like it. I think a lot of, because the way how I like what I did, and what I got, and I think you guys will like it too. So with that, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, leave a comment down below, say something, say hi, say, oh, if you like Dusty Rhodes, you like Dusty Rhodes, you think Dusty sucks, say Dusty sucks. He needs to be dusted. Who knows? Um, if you want me to do more wrestling DVDs, let me know down below because I plan on doing some. And believe me, I got a lot of them. So with that, I'm gonna get going and let you enjoy the rest of your day or night or whenever you see this. All right.